There's something I want to talk to you about today that looking through the research that you offer is really interesting to me because we follow it in one small service that we have. But I want to talk more about it because you've been doing this for, I think, 20 plus years. And that's your Insider Alert premium back-end service. And Insider Alert, from what I'm seeing, is you follow inside buyers, people who are connected to the company. You'll share with me what that is and for our subscribers. But what's so astounding to me is that over the time, and this is not a 1 year or 5 year period, this is over a 20-year period, you have doubled the returns of the S&P 500. That's astounding.
Well, thank you, Charles. Well, I will say that I've put in several hundred hours a year to do that, so there was no small amount of work involved. But you're right. When the people who oversee a company have material, non-public information about what the business is about to do, what the future prospects of the business are, when they buy millions or tens of millions of dollars worth of their own company stock at the current market price, they have a huge unfair advantage when they go in the market to trade. So you really neglect to watch what they're doing to your detriment, because they can lead you to some substantial profits. And let me just make this one point before we move on. And that is, the rewards are so great in today's financial markets that you have to have some kind of an edge. There's so many smart people with so many tools, so many people, technology, data. If you're going to beat the market, you have to have an edge. And what greater edge can there be than to be investing right alongside the guy who's running the company and knowing he's doing it and knowing what price he paid and knowing that you can buy it at the same price? I mean, I just think that intuitively it resonates with people like, yeah, I don't have to look at some funky indicators that never made any sense to me from the beginning. If the insiders are buying the stock, maybe I should be buying some too.
Yeah, and what's so amazing is most people don't have any idea of this. It's all filed with the Securities Exchange Commission. We'll share with us just in a second what the Form 4 is. But there are so many situations that give the investor the opportunity to buy the shares at a cheaper price than a chairman or a president or director did, because it's out there. It says exactly what the guy or lady bought the stock for, how many shares they bought it for. And you could just make a comparison, say, look, stock's trading at $25. These people bought it at 40. Boy, oh boy, I got a better deal than they did.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially we're in a tough market here in 2022. Under ordinary circumstances, if the CEO buys $10 million worth, the stock is going to spike when that news comes out. But in a down market, people don't care. Oh, he bought $10 million worth, sell. So if anything, the opportunities are better right now than they usually are.
Great. So there's this form, and I want you to share with us and go more into detail, because I've been following it for so many years. When I first found out about the Form 4, I thought it was cheating. I said, wow, the government actually releases this in order to level the playing field. And it just is astounding that this Form 4 is out there. Most people never, A, don't even know about it, B, never even read it, and C, totally, when they do get it, sometimes they just poo-poo it and throw it to the side. And to me, that's gold.
Yeah, no, it is gold. And you hit the nail on the head, Charles. These people, they have an unfair advantage. And so what the government did to level the playing field, they knew if you could own a company, know everything that's going on with its products and services, the competition, the suppliers, the customers, everything that's happening in your industry and everything that's about to happen to your company, and then go in and buy and sell without anybody knowing about it. Those are why we have insider trading laws. So you can't do that. So what the government did, obviously, in a capitalistic society, you can't tell the people that run a company, you can't buy shares of your own company. So the compromise was, if you file what the SEC calls a Form 4 and you detail how many shares you bought on what date at what price, and it has to be filed electronically within 2 days of the purchase. And I can tell you from watching these, most insiders file the same day. So the information becomes available to the general public, and then you can act on this information. But most people don't know what's going on, and they don't know how to do the due diligence behind what's going on to really put the odds in their favor.
Right, because there are buys and then there are buys, and there's a whole difference between them, which we'll get into just a second.